Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's gotta have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, I feel so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you can get all your sex information. And if you do go to sexwithemily.com, you listen to our shows, you check out all the information, your sex life will improve.
What are you looking at?
You?
No, hey, look at the camera.
I never look at the camera. I always look at you. Is the camera
so
weird?
Yeah,
well, because usually the camera's in a different location.
I was looking over at the screen to make sure the camera's okay, and it's like you're looking off into...
Okay, I'll look at the camera. But usually I'm looking at
space
you,
or
which looks like I'm
something.
looking at the camera. As you know, you have a camera choice. You can watch the show or listen to the show. And we have our amazing Friends with Benefits members. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. Today is our Free Friday show, and we love our Free Friday show. And it's actually the Freaky Friday show. We're going to be talking about some freaky sex things that you might not have known about, or maybe you did and you want to try. And we have a special guest, one of my favorites, Jamie Waxman. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Emily.
She is a co-author of our book, Hot Sex. As you know that we've been talking about, I'm flashing into the screen here. It's called Hot Sex, Over 200 Things You Can Try Tonight. And Jamie is a sex educator. She knows more about sex than almost anyone I know. So I think that Jamie, we're just going off. And I have to mention this to you, Menace.
Yes.
Before you came in, we kind of did something a little sneaky. A little
fucking
dirty.
dog in here.
No, the dog's not here. Jamie, do you have it nearby?
It's right here.
Okay, so
What is that?
Tiana, did you join in this?
Yes, she
Intern
did.
Tiana? It's called Shunga. Shunga?
It's Shunga is the company, and then the gel, it's
Jenga.
Female orgasm enhancing cream. We all rubbed it on our private parts.
Are you serious?
Yes, so we're all tingling right now.
It's like you guys like drop some E before you.
I know, that's what I feel like.
It's weird. Like I just feel very warm in my body and very cool in my clit.
Exactly. It's my clit's cool right now.
Wow.
I've got a cooling clit, and Janie made me do it.
It's nice to have a cool clit on a Friday.
Cool clit on a Freaky Friday. So it's called Shunga. If you want to try it, it's female orgasm enhancing cream, and it's just to help women orgasms, right? Because it helps the blood rush to your engorges.
It definitely like brings awareness to your areas where you place it. And I guess I haven't tried it during intercourse yet, but I assume that if air hits it while you're doing this, that the tingling, cooling sensation gets even stronger.
Wow.
There are lots of these out on the market. And I was in LA this week. I just moved to San Francisco.
What?
Woo-woo.
Welcome.
2 weeks ago. Yeah. And
I'm sorry, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from New York.
New York
is for lovers.
Wow.
Yeah. So
are you ready for the men in San Francisco? They're
I hope
a bunch
so.
of pussies.
Oh my God!
love me a
She
good
just
pussy.
moved yesterday. Don't more. She'll find that out in no time. I'm sure.
So I was just at the XBiz Retail Expo
Yeah.
in
What
Los Angeles.
happened there? What is that exactly? Tell us.
So this is an expo that happens at least once a year. It might be twice a year. And this was all sex toy manufacturers where I was. There were 2 expos going on. And so there were 57 booths of different manufacturers who were promoting their newest products and some of their, best sellers. And so I was actually hired by XBiz to go around and interview somebody from each of the booths to ask them about what they're excited about for 2012, what their best-selling products are.
Oh my God! So
I learned a lot.
Oh my God, that's really cool. Are you going to be writing this all up? Or
Well,
is it
actually,
for
we
video?
did video. I mean, there was a camera guy following me around, and
I love it.
interviewed someone. So they're going to cut the videos and put them on the XBiz website.
Awesome.
And XBiz is like it's one of the industry sources for all like the sex toys and porn. And then it was just such a fun time. And Shunga was one of the booths that I stopped at, and they gave me this great lip gloss too that's clear, that is like great for blowjobs. It tastes really yummy.
Oh my God!
And they do a lot of like the sensual sort of creams and chocolates and things like that for couples. They're very couple focused.
Okay, so what was some of the highlight thing? You interviewed 57 people. So what's the big stuff coming for 2012?
Well, one thing I was really interested in, and I brought you guys each one of these, are these masked sexual flavor strips. So this guy, Michael, and his company interviewed, they said it was a really large study they did for women and gay men to ask them what would get them to give more blowjobs. And they said they didn't do cunnilingus because they thought that women would be offended with the same question, which was interesting.
Right.
And they found out that taste was a really big factor for going down. So they made these strips, and there's chocolate, there's mango, like this one.
We interviewed the guy.
We did.
Or is it the same guy?
It is the same guy, probably.
Yeah, but we didn't actually have them to taste. So
Are
we're
they from Santa Cruz?
They are from somewhere.
Okay.
Outside
I think
of their
they're from
mother's vagina.
Yeah.
So do you want to taste one, Menace? I'm going to taste watermelon. Why?
Because I don't plan on giving any blowjobs anytime soon.
But
So
maybe you
I
should.
think we should all taste them. Come on,
or
Menace.
Tiana could and get on, stick her little face in the camera.
He
but
said mango was his favorite. So
Mango.
if you have mango.
just try it. You can use
I'm
it.
good.
I'm good.
Here's mango. I have
Good.
strawberry.
Should we try? Okay, so
So
these are
basically they're
strips that mask. They mask the taste of
The
semen.
salt, bitter. Well, they mask certain things like salt and bitterness and certain flavors that your tongue experiences for 15 minutes. So I actually still have some coffee. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen when I take this, what the coffee will taste like. Like I asked him what a potato chip would taste like after this. And he said you would taste the carb, which I'm not really sure what carb tastes like.
Right, me
But you
neither.
wouldn't taste the salt and other things. And it, like I said, 15 minutes, it lasts. You put this on, and apparently it makes oral sex more enjoyable. I originally was honestly very offended by the product, but as I got to know the man and the product, I feel like if this helps people and it makes blowjobs more fun for people who don't enjoy them like I do, then all the power to it.
Don't you think that,
Yeah.
Menace? If women can give this helps
Anything that helps a woman give more blowjobs, I'm all for
We're
it.
tasting them. We're sucking these down right now. I don't know. They don't even. I have watermelon.
Menace, you're so big and strong.
Oh, well, I heard.
Well,
Yeah.
that also can be a result of diet and smoking and beer
Let's
drinking.
talk about
hell?
that. So semen can taste. Okay, so today's show, it's Freaky Friday.
Well, first thing they need to work on the fucking design of opening these things.
Okay, but Jamie, well, I think we're just
got
going
it.
all over today, and it's everything that we talk about today is going to change your world, rock your world.
That's the strip right? Yours is green.
Mine's green. I've got a green watermelon.
Yours is orange.
Okay, so does it matter which way it goes, I wonder? And you just put it on your
No,
tongue?
I think it's just dissolved.
Yeah, it's just like one of those
Listerine
breathe right.
strips? Hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay, so here's strawberries pink.
I need a penis right now.
I'm a little nervous.
I feel like I need a penis to see if it really works to give a blowjob.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is it bad?
It's not
very
bad.
sweet.
It's watermelon-y. Which one's yours, mango?
Strawberry.
Maybe they put extra flavoring on it though because they need it to mask the.
Tiana, what
the
do you have?
semen.
Chocolate? Mango, I like it. You like
Mango,
it?
they said was the best. It was very jelly at the end. Did yours get gelatin-like?
It's jelly.
Yeah, but that's what those
Okay.
Listerine strips do.
I mean, I got to tell you, a lot of women have strong aversions to
Yeah.
performing oral sex on guys. And if it has to do with taste, which I did not know that was the main reason, but it would make
big
sense.
reason.
It would make sense, but I didn't know that was like the number one thing. Pop in a mask.
Well,
Well, I
And it lasts for 15 minutes, which is more than those Listerine
Yeah.
strips. Those never last. They don't seem like they last 15 minutes.
I heard,
do you taste very watermelon-y? I'm very strawberry right
I'm
now.
very watermelon-y.
well, I also heard for you guys that get these strips for your ladies and they don't like them because of the taste and stuff like that. It's a little more costly, but if you get a Chanel purse for your lady, I heard you get a huge amount of blowjobs. It's just like
Really?
insane,
Right,
like
you're
one
right.
after the other.
But is that like over a long period of time, or is that
I
you're
heard
talking
it's like
about short
at
investment?
least for like a week.
I think that's a short. I think that's like a Fast and Furious. Like she's
Yeah.
psyched about the purse for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't think it has long-standing impact.
It probably doesn't, but whatever.
She forgets. She's on to the next. She wants a Gucci
This
purse
is
the
a
next
lot
week.
cheaper.
Yeah, it is
think.
a lot
It is
cheaper.
a lot cheaper. Hold on, I just dropped my pen.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so for me, I mean, I definitely taste the strawberry still, and I also feel like it freshened my breath a little. Do you
Oh,
guys?
good.
Okay, so you have that same feeling too. So yeah, so this was one of the interesting products that I had never,
I'm back.
ever, ever come across before, and years of research. I mean,
It's a little water. I need a drink or a penis.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so what else did you find out at the
Okay,
expo?
so another thing that the WeVibe 3. WeVibe has come out now. WeVibe is this couple's vibrator.
Right. I have one of them. I love it.
You probably have the
I've
one.
used it. They sent it to me years ago, and I used it. Well, yeah, I have the one. So tell me about the WeVibe. It's good because it's couples.
Well, it's for couples, and you wear it while you're having intercourse because most women, 33% of women can orgasm through vaginal penetration alone. And I still believe those women have clitoral stimulation, being their clitoris is being engaged during the rubbing process of the thrusting or whatever.
Okay.
So the WeVibe helps women orgasm by it's a clitoral and a G-spot stimulator that you slide inside of you, and then the penis slides under it. Now
Right.
the WeVibe 3 has all of these new pulsing features, their favorite pulsing features, and this is my favorite part. It's remote control, so you can change it. So the woman Sarah Bobus, who's the marketing director at WeVibe, I adore her.
Okay.
She gave this great idea. You basically your wife could be wearing it. You walk in the door, you have the remote in the car, you turn it on before you get home, so she knows that you're on your way home.
Oh, I
Wow.
like
Like you
it.
text her, put in the WeVibe, I'll let you know when I'm home, and bam, when you get home, you turn it
That's
on.
really cool. I mean, the WeVibe's gotten great press and a lot
It's
of
the number
mentions.
one selling sex toy for couples. I mean, so much so that the two who started it have gone into semi-retirement.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay,
how
I
good
think you
it
can
is.
buy it at Adam and Eve. Can you buy it at adamandeve.com?
I would hope so. I would check it out.
Okay,
adamandeve.com.
adamandeve.com. Just so you all know, you get 50% off one item, and you get the new the old Kim Kardashian sex CD they're throwing in. Her sex tape, plus a mystery gift, plus free shipping if you use coupon code Emily at checkout. So just go to adamandeve.com and you can buy the WeVibe. I actually have one. I used it once. I need to get more into it because it keeps coming up how great it is.
I do think two things. One, if you have pubic hair, you want to use lube with it. Well, you want to use lube anyway, but you want to make sure you use lube on the external part because it hurts the pubic hair sometimes from the silicone. Oh, and the other thing is the 3 is like fully immersible. There's no little battery. It's amazing. And then the other thing is it also depends on your fit. I mean, that's going to be the biggest factor for people. Some people who are like, well, it didn't really do it for me. If your partner's really well endowed and you're really small, then it could be not the most, it could be the toy that's not right for you, but there are so many other toys that are. But WeVibe 3, check it out. I think it's amazing.
Okay, cool.
I
Awesome.
keep on thinking Wii, like the Nintendo
Oh, it's
Wii.
W-E Vibe, V-I-B-E.
Cool. But they have sexual attachments now for the Wii. I heard.
Oh, the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii.
WII.
Oh,
Nintendo
really?
game. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Nintendo, yeah.
Okay, I've got
really cool.
watermelon mouth.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to throw everything off real quick, but I just have to ask you because it's just going to bug me the entire time you're talking. Last time you were here, you were talking about not shaving your pits.
Okay.
Let me know how that goes.
So that went for 4 months. I did not shave my pits.
What?
I actually
God,
have
Jamie
photos. I will
Waxman.
send you guys photos. But I am proud to say
Oh, she
Okay.
shaved.
I have shaved.
Thank God.
I decided when I was moving from Los Angeles, I actually went from August to December without shaving my
Nice.
pits. And I
Good
have to
job.
tell you, in Los Angeles, it got weird because I'd be at the gym and we'd be stretching in class, and I would see the gym instructor like do 3 double takes on me.
Yeah.
Like,
3
did
double-
this girl really like come in
In
with
LA?
hairy
Is
pits in LA?
Represent.
Yeah. But what happened was I've been seeing someone and he was like, it would be really sexy if I could shave your pits. And I was like, okay, when I leave Los Angeles, let's make that like, I wanted to make it into a merkin, honestly, but it wasn't enough hair for
Right.
a pubic hair
Yeah.
wig. So he did shave my pits. And ever since then, I've been shaving. And I honestly miss the hair.
Do
Oh,
it?
no.
Oh my God. So what kind of what did you learn from it? Why were you doing it?
Well, I learned a lot of it was about me. I was doing it at first. I did it just to see how I would feel if I still felt feminine and sexy and what that meant to me.
Right.
And then also the reactions from people like partners and whatever else. I learned that most people, if they loved me, would deal with it, but weren't like excited by it.
Yeah.
We love you, Jamie, but whoa, stay over there. Right.
Right. And then actually by the end, I was getting a little sick of it because I was feeling uncomfortable because there was
Is
so
it itchy?
It wasn't itchy and I didn't smell bad, but like, I'd put my pit down and there would still be hairs.
That is just, yeah. I mean, Jamie, my hat goes off to you for doing that. I
So-
can't imagine. Were you shaving your legs at the time?
Yeah, for some reason I don't like hair on my legs, but
I-
I wax, so it's like funny. Like it was just my pits. In fact, when I went in for my waxing before I shaved, she looked at me and she goes, "I don't think it's your pubes we should be worrying about."
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, when he shaved you, did you have like a ceremony or like, was there any candles lit and some R.
No,
Kelly
there
music
should've been.
playing?
It was like the day before I was leaving Los Angeles. He cut it first. He did it very gently, and he cut
You
it.
do need to cut it when it gets
You
that
need
long.
to cut it when it
Yeah.
gets that long. And then he just shaved it very gently. And honestly, what's been great is I haven't shaved very much. Like this, I've shaved twice since it's happened.
Oh, so
where-
because the hair growth, you let it grow for a while. So there you go. That's a good reason to grow your armpits. You don't have
Yeah.
to shave as much. I lasered mine off.
You do now? Do you have to go back and
Never.
do?
It's done for life. I did it
done-
10 years ago. I never shaved my armpits. I have no hair.
Wow.
It's life changing. Wow. It's like one less thing to worry about.
Laser.
Yeah. Laser. And so, okay, what else was some big things there? So we got the mats, we got the Wii vibe.
So there's so many I'm really excited about. Stockroom, JT Stockroom out of Los Angeles is more
Okay.
of a kinky. They're very into the kink BDSM world. They have a very affordable electro stim kit, the Violet Wand kit that's theirs, which has been out for a little while. But what they're putting out this year, I think if it's not out now, it's coming out in March. It's a metal plate, and I forgot. Guys, if you're listening from Stockroom, let us know what it is. I forgot what it's called, but it's something. It's either a clip or a buckle in the name. And it's a metal cord. It's a metal plate, and then it's attached to this long cord. And your body becomes the electro stim. So if I touched you and I was wearing this belt buckle, you would start to feel shocky and tingly.
Oh my God.
We did a 3-person chain. One of my other friends did a 5-person chain, and it was one of the most. I felt so alive afterwards.
Wow.
And I'm like really scared of large shocks.
Yes.
And I loved it, and
Okay.
I want one.
Well, I saw that Adam and Eve, they have a shock therapy electro sex kit.
It's a great way to
It's
start.
called Sex and Mischief Bed Bondage Kit. Oh, it's a sexy slave kit if you want it, if you ever want to try it out. I'd never heard of it.
The thing about electrostim that you need to know, and the belt buckle would be different, but if it's pieces that are attaching to your body, if the electrostim is too much, you must turn it off before you rip the pad off of your skin.
Okay, good to know.
Huge mistake I once made.
Okay.
It's very
you made a mistake,
painful.
you got the shocks.
It's
Okay.
very painful.
Okay, and anything else there that you love?
So I can go on and on.
Right,
really.
I love it. No, this is good. This is like what's happened in 2012 for sex.
Doc Johnson is coming out with a line of toys called Wonderland that looks like a very famous storytale. Storytale? Is that even a word?
No.
Fairy tale. It looks. It's. If you can think of what might go with Wonderland, there's a cat and a worm and a mushroom and a rabbit, and they are little pocket rockets and they
I love
are
pocket rockets.
adorable. I'm in love with the cat. So Doc Johnson has this Wonderland line coming out that is so cool and $40 and under for these beautiful, great gift toys that I think everyone's going to love. Oh, yes. Okay, another one. So Slickwood and Love Honey is like the big brand, and they're out of the UK, but they have this rock box coming out that they claim is way more powerful, and I've put it on over my clothes at the expo than the famous magic wand.
Yes.
They claim that this puts it to shame in some ways.
It puts the Hitachi magic wand to shame.
And I have to tell you, they put it up to number 6, and I was screaming to get it off. Like, it looks like a power tool, and you put it on and you like hold it on your body, and I was freaking. I think the whole expo floor heard me screaming. I was like,
my
oh my
God.
I
love it.
Number 5 is alive. And then they have a new rabbit coming out called the Happy Rabbit, and it's all silicone, and it has it's all bendy. There's no hard pieces in it. It's beautiful, and it's poppy colors like purples and pinks, and I was really excited by that.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay. I love to hear all the new toys. I wish I went with you. Jesus Christ, would we have fun? God damn it. I wanted to go. That's awesome. What's up, Menace? What are you thinking?
Nothing. I was just
all
thinking
this talk about sex toys is making you want to leave.
No.
Menace has never used a sex toy yet.
I was thinking about CES.
CES.
I'm depressed that we didn't go.
Everyone did CES. I know. We were talking about it, but you were saying even AV. We were thinking because CES and the adult video
news, the
AVN.
A&E expos.
Everyone's in Vegas right now. Yeah.
But the truth is, CES and A&E weren't the same time this year. It's the first year that they aren't. A&E is actually next week at the same time as a gun show. I heard, so that should be an interesting.
Oh my God, that
next
should be an
week.
interesting mix.
Yes.
Let's
it's next
go.
week.
Damn,
It's the 18th,
I know,
19th, and 20th.
Totally go.
Road trip.
I want you to know that I am doing contests right now where I'm giving away a couple copies of our book, Hot Sex, over 200 things you can try tonight. You got to email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com, and let me know why you think you need a copy of this book. Why do you deserve a copy of this book? Give me a compelling reason, and we might just give you a copy of it. How about that? And also, we've got a poll. We've got the results to our latest poll, which was, what is your first date deal breaker? Okay, ready? Showing up without a plan, 7%. 20% said splitting the bill. 40% said rude to the waiter, and talking about their ex, 33%. So the biggest thing that pisses people off if they're rude to the waiter. I would think it would be showing up without a plan, because that pisses me off. First date, have a plan.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You're screwed.
You're screwed. You need it.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I had this first date not too long ago. It was an effing nightmare.
Why?
Because a place that I planned on going to go eat was closed.
Oh, so what'd you do? Back up. What'd you do?
Back up.
Taco Bell was closed? I thought Taco Bell never closes.
I know, right? But it was too late and it was closed. Then I go, oh, but I already planned ahead of time, and I was like, oh yeah, we're going to go to this restaurant and then we're going to go to this bar. We go to the bar's packed, and I go to pay for the drinks. They're like, oh yeah, cash only. There's an ATM in the back.
Oh.
I go, oh, okay.
Oh, you're that dude.
I was like, oh, okay. So I go back to the ATM. The fucking ATM, I'm using the F word a lot
today.
today.
Swear sometimes.
ATM wasn't working.
So what'd you
do? And there was
do?
no other places around to go to the ATM. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. We got to go to another place. So then we had to drive super far to another place. Go into this other place, find out it's only wine and beer.
Oh, that's your biggest nightmare.
Biggest nightmare of my
know.
life.
So, honey,
but
that's a bad date.
Okay,
was it good? Did you ever go out with her again?
Yeah, I went out with her again, but oh my
no, that is a
God.
bummer.
You gotta have backup plans.
You gotta have cash, you gotta have backup plans, you gotta have the whole thing.
What do you mean I'm
really
that dude? What did you mean by that when I
What did I you're
because
that dude.
I was like, I went to go pay and it was cash only.
Oh,
I went to go pay. I'm like,
no, you're that dude that didn't. No. There's always the dude that doesn't have the wallet or the money. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But there's always those stories where like, oh, I forgot my wallet.
Yeah.
You think you can cover this dinner on our first date? I'm kidding. You're not really that dude.
All right.
That's what I meant. Don't be offended.
I'm like that guy.
And I'm like, that was
I'm
5
like a
minutes
guy
ago.
that tries to pay with his card. That's like the most
Honey,
common.
I said that 30 seconds ago. You know I don't remember.
So wait, Menace, are you looking for a girlfriend or are you just like dating?
I would like a girlfriend.
Okay.
But I don't know. Have you met women? It's so hard.
Menace?
I do sometimes think if I was a dude, I'd just be gay.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would too, but the
Especially in
sex
San
hurts too much.
Francisco.
So
How
that's
do you
why I
know?
can't
You
get
haven't
down with
tried
it.
it, honey.
What if you give? You don't have to receive.
Oh no, I'm
Menace
good.
doesn't really like. Okay, do you call like waiting for women to hit on you and fall on your lap dating? That's how Menace dates.
That's how I roll.
He doesn't ask people out.
No.
He doesn't.
I
You get
do.
asked out,
I
Leslie?
go out with people. She's just like, I'm just not going out with every single person that says yes like she does. That's
Every
just
person.
me.
He thinks I say
I'm
yes
more
to every
picky.
person.
You make out with everybody.
Just Reed Mihalko when he was on the show. Jamie knows Reed, the guy that I kissed in the kissing workshop.
Wait, was that the only guy you made out with recently?
I made out with. Yeah, I think that was the only guy I made out with. I had to do a kissing workshop a few months ago, and Menace was appalled.
Menace, how do you really feel about it?
It was not one of my finer moments, but it was. You know what? I feel like it was at Good Vibrations, and it was a kissing workshop where I was the model for him, and I feel like we did a service and we helped people.
What
learn
did you
to
learn
kiss.
about kissing?
You should definitely brush your teeth beforehand. At least the guy should.
Wow.
And I think, just the same things you say about kissing. Like because Menace and I have this thing. He's like, if a girl's a bad kisser, it's game over. Or he doesn't kiss her, he just fucks her. But I think that you can improve kissing. What do you think? What's your
A bad
rule of
kisser's
thumb?
a bad kisser.
This is what
they
I
can get
think.
a little bit better, but if you just don't have that connection,
I dated someone for a long time that the first time I kissed him, I know he's not listening, so I can say this. I thought, oh, dear boy, you are the worst kisser I've ever dated. Now, I dated him for years after this.
Okay.
And honestly, it never got to the point where we were good kissing. If it's not there, I agree with Menace on this. If it's not there, the chemistry, they might not be a bad kisser for someone else.
Right.
But if it's not there with you,
That's the thing.
it can only improve so much. And you either I need to melt that first kiss now, or I'm not going to be able to do it.
That's interesting. I always think you can kind of approve it a little, but that's how Menace
That's how I
feels.
feel.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I feel like I haven't had that many bad kissers.
But it doesn't mean that you're
except
going to
for-
have a bad relationship with
No.
that person either.
No, but
We
it
just
means that
didn't kiss
kissing's
a
really
lot.
important. If
Yeah.
you're like, I just skipped right to the oral sex or whatever. You're like, just go down on me. We don't need to kiss.
we
Kissing was
went
very
straight to
important
Pound
to me.
Town.
Kissing.
We
Yeah.
use Pound Town now on the show. I don't think
Menace
she likes
made
it,
it up.
but
Where'd you get it?
Huh?
I've
Pound
never
Town?
heard-
Everyone
have you heard
talks
that? We're going to
says
Pound Town?
No.
Pound
Menace-
Town?
I know what
Never.
it means.
I mean, I get it. We're not dumb. Pound Town. But Menace, yeah, it's hilarious. Are you going to Pound Town this weekend?
I'm going to try to go to Pound Town as many times as I can
Do you
this
have
weekend.
plans with someone to go to Pound Town?
I currently don't have any plans to go to Pound Town.
It doesn't matter with
anybody.
Menace because he just gets wasted and then he finds someone. And
We're
then
just
they
like,
sex.
hey, what's up?
And then he has
hey,
Hey, do you have a
I go, the
favorite
next stop
condom?
is the... What?
Do you have a favorite condom?
The favorite condom? Probably... trying to think. I don't know. I always thought to get the Trojan ultra ribbed condoms are like, oh, that's what you're supposed to get or whatever, but
'cause
it
it's
doesn't
for her
really matter
pleasure?
to me. Yeah,
Yeah. What about you? Do you have a favorite condom?
because
do.
they say they don't feel the difference. Do you feel the difference at all?
I really don't.
There are some condoms I just don't. There are some thicker condoms, but I
Mm-hmm.
love Crown. It's been my favorite for years.
I don't
and
even know it.
It's this. I don't even know who honestly makes it. It's Crown and Beyond 7 are the two that come from this company. Crown is like a pale pink light. It's always been reliable. It's never broken on me.
Okay.
And when I give it to guys to use for the first time, they're like, "I've never heard of this," and they actually say it feels different. than
Oh,
one.
Really?
that's good because a lot of guys are like anti-condom.
Yeah, I'm
We've
trying
got a
this
lot
new
of life-
titanium condom. I don't know how much pleasure it is for her, but
We've got a lot of lifestyle
spikes.
condoms. Lifestyle sent us a bunch of condoms that
Oh,
we're going to be doing some giveaways.
Kiss of
this
Mint.
weekend.
If they sent you any Kiss of Mint, I don't know.
well, those are the minty ones,
They're
right?
my-
Those are cool.
They're amazing,
Yeah.
and they don't. They're
Ooh,
non-lubricated.
They tingle you, just
They
like my
tingle a
clitoris is
little.
tingling right now. Have
Mm-hmm.
we mentioned that we put on clitor? We put on this. If you're just joining the show, we put on this cream, this erotic
Shunga female
Shunga
arousal
cream of
cream.
arousal cream.
Yeah.
All of our clitorises are getting aroused
It's like
right now.
ecstasy for your clitoris.
Kind of. That's a good tagline. If you
There's
want to promote
actually a
drugs.
company called, I thought it was called Extase, EXTASE, and they make this little remote control vibrator, and you can program up to like 30 vibes on one remote, but it's EXTASE, and it's pronounced ecstasy.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
didn't know
didn't
about that
either.
at all.
I was like,
Okay.
so tell me about Extase, and they were like, well, we'll tell you about ecstasy.
Now, have they gone solar power with these things yet? You know?
I've seen one or two.
Yep.
Really?
I have heard about that. Yeah. Solar power vibrators?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't
Because
seen
you got to
them
go
yet.
green.
Rechargeable is way more popular than the solar
Right.
power.
A lot of the vibrators are rechargeable now.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
No,
Are they
yeah,
plug-ins
yeah.
go
They're
out?
of course they're rechargeable.
Because the
Aren't
batteries are
you
annoying.
afraid
Like,
of the
how
ones
many
that plug
AA
into the wall?
No, that's one
the
of my
Hitachi Magic
favorite.
Wand.
Are you serious?
Honey.
Aren't you afraid like some malfunction? You have never visited the manufacturer or, like warehouse like where they put these things together. It could be some like crazy person and he like misses some part of the safety mechanism that keeps it from electrocuting
And then
your
our vagina
You better
blows
not
up.
get in your car because what if like the guy at the car deal,
I
like when he
know.
created your car, he was
Yeah,
like, I'm
don't
gonna.
be paranoid. But are you talking about the
that's why I walk.
Hitachi Magic Wand? Is your
I'm
favorite?
actually talking about the Aerosolator, which is like
Oh, I
The
know.
Aerosolator.
Honey,
Love
you told
that
me
one.
about that. I don't know about it.
I love it's got a long like 30-foot cord. It looks like a toothbrush really. It's gold.
How do you spell it again?
EROSCILLATOR. There's a link on my site on jamiewaxman.com.
Yeah,
that-
Jamie. Okay, if you want to know who this amazing chick is, jamiewaxman.com. But how do you spell it?
JAMYE.
Yeah, it's hard.
I have
to
a-
It's not my
remember.
fault.
I have a question. So now they have like all these sex robots, you know, that guys can have sex with. Is there any robots for women yet?
I haven't seen like a high-end sex robot for women yet, but there are, lots of dildos and you can put them in like pillows so that they stay in a specific place. Like there are sex pillows and things like that. There are, this one company made this little blow-up man ring toss for bachelorette parties. And they put one of their employees' faces on it because he didn't show up to work one day.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
so there's like that, but you wouldn't have sex with it. Really.
Right.
But there are lots of another thing that I like was just like enamored with this weekend. Cal Exotics came out with a line. There's this guy Phil Verone who was a drummer
Okay.
for Skid Row.
Yeah.
And I was like a huge Skid Row freak, but I think he was after my time. Anyway, they made a line of his toys and they made these vibrating drumsticks that are adorable, and then they made a Phil Verone dong, and it's pierced. You can take out the piercing, and he has a freaking thick cock. Like
They
Wow.
made it. It's
they made his penis. He was on Sex Rehab.
Okay,
and
I don't
he's-
know. Okay, do you know him?
No.
He's
I haven't.
some rocker, but his cock is like really big, and so he molded it, and
Sure,
it's
it is.
pierced.
How do you know it's really his? Like, if I was a guy and I was molding my cock, I'd be like, "Yeah, this
No,
is my
he
cock."
goes into. They went. I mean, because I know the women
Okay.
who run Cal Exotics, and they did it with him.
Okay,
Like he
it's
had
really
to
his
come
cock.
there.
I would
It's
just
really
say any
his-
guy could be like, "This
and
is
he's
my
in
cock."
Playgirl like from a few years ago.
Okay,
you
so
can
we
see
saw
his
it.
penis.
There's a place around here in the city. I don't know, it's some random art gallery where they have molds of like all these famous people's like.
That's probably
wieners.
Cynthia Plastercaster or something because she used to do.
They
that.
had like
She's-
Jimi Hendrix's wiener there.
She's
Wow.
very famous
Yeah.
for going around in the 60s and 70s and 80s as a groupie. And what she was famous for doing is plaster casting all of these rock stars' penises.
Wow, I'm surprised
Wow.
they were down with that. Well, rock stars, then I guess they would
They're
be
rock
down
stars.
with that.
Even if they don't have a big cock, they think they do.
Exactly. Exactly. That's like the Clone Willy. Do you know anyone who's ever used that?
I have tried it actually.
Of course
How
you have.
well does
My
it work?
friend, I tried it years ago. Grant Stoddard is a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in years, but he used to be a regular writer for Nerve. He had a column called I Did It for Science. And we were hanging out in LA for like 3 weeks in Yosemite outside of LA. And actually, it was way outside of LA. And he had to do a make your own dildo for I Did It for Science. And he asked me to help him mold it. We didn't do it right. Like it had air bubbles and it wasn't
Right.
like the best dildo ever, but it was really interesting. The hardest part about the Clone Willy, you have to stay erect in the cast
Yeah.
for 2 minutes.
Oh.
So you have to do things like someone's got to be that you got
gotta
to be
be like,
watching
hey.
porn or you got to
Yeah.
be like getting made, and we were not like super sexual together. So I was like,
was
here,
for
read some
science.
magazines.
Right.
Well, they
right.
did it on the Osbournes too. I don't know if you catch that.
No.
When the Osbournes were on
Ozzy do
MTV.
it?
No, the son did it.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Did you get to see it on the show?
No, they were like blurring it out, but they showed him walking around with like the cup on his.
That's
on his
hilarious.
wiener,
No, I
like,
never
walking
saw
around
it. The
house.
Clone Willy is a kit that you can buy that would actually.
I bet you can buy that on AdamEve.com.
AdamandEve.com.
Oh,
Coupon
so-
code Emily.
Have you seen this? Because we saw it online somewhere. Is for people that are in long distance relationships, where one person has the vagina on the other side and the one other person has like a cock on the other.
Is
of
that
the
the Real
computer.
Touch are you talking about?
It's like USB.
I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. I've heard of that. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a company called Real Touch, AEBN, that is doing all of these hookups where you can get it. I know that there's a one for guys, and you plug it into your computer, and then you put on a video, and whatever's happening on the video, you feel it happening
Is
to
that
you.
kind of what you're talking about?
No, but this is like you're actually having sex with like let's say a pocket vagina, right? But on the other end, it's doing the motion of your penis with the penis. So like a girl has. So you get it?
So
Yeah,
is she
I get it.
using the dildo on her end and he's feeling it on his end?
Yeah, well,
And
he's
vice
like
versa?
he's putting his penis into the pocket vagina
So he's
and making it move
motion.
on the other end, on the other computer.
No, how come we don't know about this? I don't know.
I don't know, but I can tell you this: I don't do long distance relationships anymore. I was reading this great Modern Love in the New York Times,
I
and
love
she
Modern
said
Love.
something about long distance, and she said when you're together, it's these exceedingly, beautifully high highs and excruciatingly low lows, and I'm like, oh, that's the formula of long distance.
It's true.
That's why I hate it.
They call them vacation relations because they're always vacation. You're always on vacation.
Yeah.
You're like, long distance, you're in town. We've got 3 days. Let's just have sex the whole time and eat order in food.
Yeah,
and
but you love long distance relationships.
I know,
You're
because
crazy.
I don't as much anymore, but I did just because I like that they're not around all the time.
Yes.
I'm busy. Like the guy who wants to see you every single day. Like I got stuff going on. So I used to like them.
I want to be seen
Yeah.
every single day.
You do.
I'm like, who's
I'm
that
just
one in Willy
busy.
Wonka, Veruca? I want it now. I want it all. I want what I want.
I know. No, I totally get it. I get it. I mean, like, yeah, it gets exciting for a while, but then it just, Okay, this is our latest poll on our website that you got to go check it out now at textonly.com. How long do you think foreplay should last? A, what foreplay? B, 5 minutes. C, 15 minutes. D, 45 minutes. And E, all night long, baby.
What would you say, Em?
Well, I would say I would love a 45-minute sesh, but it's probably not going to happen. So I'd say 15 minutes at least, and I can already answer for Menace. Menace would be A, what foreplay?
Foreplay, yeah, no. If they're a good kisser, I'll foreplay all day. I'm just saying.
Right.
But
What
if
would
they're
you
not,
say, Jamie?
it's just
I
like
would say all night long, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Go
Foreplay,
back to
because
it.
again, we talked about this before, that sex is not just penetration. Foreplay is sex. Like that is part of the whole experience. If you can make foreplay last all night, that's amazing. I guess I would say that
as long as
too.
she's taking me to Taco Bell after, I'm good.
She's obsessed with Taco
I
Bell.
wonder why Bob's Big Boy has locks on the door when they're open 24 hours.
Yeah,
I just don't
seriously.
understand.
I love
What do
that.
you mean they have locks on the door?
Like there's locks on the doors when
there's
you
like-
walk into a Bob's Big Boy that's open 24 hours, but they're open 24 hours all day, all year.
Why do 24-hour places have
Locks
locks
on
on the
Close?
door?
I know. Kinko's used to have to be 24 hours and they closed all the time. Pissed me off. Is that what you're talking about? Yes.
No, just why they have locks in general.
If they're
Oh,
never,
if you're always
never closed.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Nothing
Christmas,
closes on
though.
Christmas anymore, I feel.
Yeah, thank God. Because when we're Jews, like
Yeah.
it's a nightmare. It's the longest day of the year because you can't do anything.
You got to prepare.
It's Christmas.
Well,
You got to
she's
like
screwed
stock
because
up.
she doesn't cook. There's no food in her house, so you probably almost starve to death.
I do. I literally am like ramen noodles. I'm like, I know I had some ramen noodles around here somewhere.
I can't get food. Nothing is open.
Okay. I've got a little bit. We're not really doing a traditional. We're doing everything today, but I've got a little bit of sex in the news that I thought, what else would be good? There's really not that much, but morning sex is healthy for you. Can I hit it in the morning? Making love at 7:30
Can I hit it in the morning?
Making love at 7:30 a.m. is apparently one of the best ways that you can make your day healthy. A new study has revealed 7:30 a.m. the body produces a surge in sex hormones and a rush of adrenaline to get the person going in the morning. So morning sex is healthy.
I love morning sex because I have so much energy in the morning.
You do?
At night, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm just like, get off of me. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah, see, morning sex.
Just
Morning
get
sex I
away.
like, but I always feel like I'm up. I'm glad that I'm awake, and I got to go.
See,
I got stuff to do.
I like sex a lot.
You're like, I don't care when.
But I like morning sex where you don't even finish, and then you're all day like, and then you come home at night, and then you finish.
Oh, yeah, that's good too. Morning and night sex. I don't care, but it's just saying it's healthy for you. So, and it helps a lot of couples with kids and stuff to get to do it in the morning. So just know that it's also healthy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do it when the sun's coming up. Then you get like that night morning vibe.
When the sun's coming up? Well, you wake up at like 4 a.m. Can you get anyone to have sex with you at 4 a.m.?
At 4 a.m.?
Don't you wake up early? Medicine's
Yeah.
an early morning
I'm
radio
an early
show.
morning person.
No, I can't get. But I've done it in the past, like when I was dating with I had somebody that was living with me that I was dating. I would wake up that early and have sex with them and then go to work.
Yeah, I actually in December there were 2 mornings at 5:15. One morning I woke up and one morning the guy I was seeing woke up at like 5:15, and the morning I woke up I'm like, I just need sex, and he did the same thing the next day. We had sex and then we went back to bed.
That's awesome. That's
It's
good.
so
That happens
nice.
in the new relationships.
Right.
You wake each other up, you have sex all the time, and then you
and
don't.
then it goes downhill.
Oh, see?
No, it
Doom
doesn't.
and gloom.
I'm reading.
Doom and gloom right
I'm
here.
reading
I'm not
a
doom
great-
and gloom.
Doom and
I'm just
gloom.
saying that
The
sex
Passionate
is...
Marriage by David Schnarch
Oh,
is one one of the best books I've been reading.
I've heard about. I have it. I actually own it. Never read it.
I just started reading it last week, and it really is a wonderful book for couples on how to keep that relationship
The Passionate
alive.
Marriage. I own it. I need to read it. So David Schnarch.
David Schnarch, The Passionate Marriage.
Another Jew writing about sex.
Jews and sex. I mean, we're one of the only religions that didn't get like beaten down with how bad sex is and how evil
true.
it is.
That's why. Literally, most of the sex experts that we know in the world are Jewish. And I don't know what that means. I don't know because we didn't get beaten down.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Did you want to talk about sex?" And
Hell no, I don't want to talk about
And
it.
it's actually been really fascinating. I know you're going to do more stuff.
Just emails.
Yeah.
So we've got time. Keep talking.
I'm working on this site that's about to launch called gasm.org, and it's all about female sexual pleasure, and it's everything from like how to have an orgasm to sex and disability, sex and illness, sex and being a new mom, orgasms and being.
I love
so
it.
it covers like everything for women, and that's what we're actually looking for women in New York right now. So people can email me at jamie@gasm.org if that's JAMYE if they want to be interviewed on camera.
Oh, okay.
About female orgasms.
I love it.
But it's really fascinating to see the array of like people's experiences around orgasm. There was a girl who was telling me she can't describe her orgasms only in colors. So she must have synesthesia where like her synapses are kind of crossed. Like sometimes you smell and see,
Right.
but every orgasm is a color. She can't tell you what it feels like, but she can tell. I mean, she can, but she can tell you more what color
That is
it is.
so interesting. So this website, so it's gasm, GASM.org.
And it's not launched yet. It's going to launch in the next few days.
Oh my God, how exciting.
Yeah,
Didn't I
you're
write
part
something?
of it. Uh-huh.
Okay, I wrote something
Absolutely.
for them.
We're going to have you on it again.
Because the elusive female orgasm, people need a place to go to understand it because God knows we get a million emails about them. And
Yeah.
that's what everyone wants to ask about and understand as a female orgasm. And they could put some tingling stuff on their clitoris. too.
Cool. Do you find it on the website?
Do you find an orgasm on the website?
Or are you able to find it?
Oh my God, that would be a great game. Find the orgasm.
No,
Yeah,
we
or
want
find
to
the
do an app.
G-spot.
We want to do an app like, dude, where's my G-spot app?
Oh my God, you should totally do that app.
G-spot locator.
Yeah.
And then it has a little boop, 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 boop. And then
A little GPS.
Yeah.
Oh,
getting it.
baby. We're developing it even more and more. I love it. Well, I was just going to read an email here about kinky sex that I thought that maybe we could talk
Are
about.
you saying it's Freaky Friday because it's Friday the 13th? Or are you just saying
Ooh,
Freaky
it
Friday
is
in
Friday
general?
the
Just throwing it
13th.
out there.
Well, it's Freaky Friday because Jamie's here, and we're talking about kinky sex, and it's Friday 13th. Does this make you nervous at all?
No.
Does anyone freak out about that stuff?
I
Like, are
think
you
it's a good
paranoid?
luck day.
Yeah.
Me too. I have no issues with Friday. Although now, I didn't even talk about this.
I was late
My
for work
day,
today.
No, my day started out horribly, horribly wrong.
What?
No.
Yes, it was a horrible Friday the 13th, and I can't believe. So I was going to open with this, but Jamie's here, and I'm so excited. Like my synapses are firing all over
Your
the place.
clit was tingling.
My clit's tingling. I got a ticket this morning by a CHP, California Highway Patrol officer, in a really mean one. I was getting on the highway going to work, and there was a lot of traffic. There was like a backup for like 10 minutes. And finally, there was a little opening on the shoulder. So I rode him on the shoulder to pass the other cars, which is illegal. I know. But the cop was there putting down cones for a reason. And he goes, "You get over. And he yelled at me. And he was like one of those mean CHP cops with like, he was like, had the glasses on and the khaki uniform, which is different than the local guys. And he was like, pull over. I'm like, what's wrong, officer? He's like, you're driving on the shoulder. And I think that's more serious than speeding. You could have killed me. You almost killed me. I had cones I was putting out. How do you think my wife would feel if you killed me? So I just started crying. I was like, I'm so sorry. Please don't give me a ticket. I didn't mean it. I'm in a rush to a meeting. Like I had no excuse.
You
Like
don't
he
say you're in
lit
a rush. Never say that.
I said all the wrong things.
Yeah.
And I
I've
just sat
done
in my
that
car
before.
crying because I'm like, I got to be self-admit. I got to full disclosure. I got a ticket a week ago
What? You didn't tell me this.
for making a left-hand turn on friggin' Market Street. which
How
is
do
the
you get tickets? I've gotten out. I'm a dude, and I've gotten out of so many tickets. I haven't
never
gotten
get
tickets
out.
in.
I never
I
get
never
out.
get out either.
years.
I got one for talking on my cell
Here,
phone
I'll
and
tell-
admitted it. I was like, yeah, I know I'm on my speakerphone, and they wrote that on the ticket.
Oh my God, I could not get out. I could never get out.
so go
This
back.
is what
Go
I
on.
do. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
so
ahead,
I was
explain.
going left. Okay, so it was Market Street is this long, annoying main thoroughfare in San Francisco. Jamie just moved here. Just so you know, you can never go left on Market. If you are on Market, you have to go right. You're stuck on Market. You're stuck on Market for like blocks and blocks and blocks, and there's lights, and it's awful. So it was like one point I was like, oh my God, I'm going left on. I have to get on Fifth Street right now. So I made a left. Like I'm an idiot. There's a cop right behind me. He's like, do you know you can't go left on Market? I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Like, I'm sure he looks at my license. Like, I've lived here for 20 years. Like, yes, I knew that. But anyway, I got a ticket there and then I got a ticket today. So I'm bawling in my car this morning and he still gave me the ticket. But I was upset because I'm like, oh my God, my points, the things, whatever. It was a bad
So are
day.
these
Friday
worth
13th.
points?
I think it's going to be moving violations and shit. And I cried. I tried to get out of it.
No, that's not how you
I
do
would
it,
have put.
man.
I would have popped a mask in and given him a blowjob. I didn't know. I really was upset.
Wait,
so,
how do you get out of it?
Yeah, man. That's what do you do?
Even in LA, it's worked for me.
I've
too.
not gotten out of the 2 tickets I've gotten.
Okay.
You've only gotten
So-
2 in your life.
Well, I've only driven for 2 years.
Oh, you live in New York. Okay, got it.
I haven't.
That's okay.
I haven't gotten a ticket in so many years because it's the same routine. No matter where I'm at, what time, anything. This is what you do when you get pulled over. Because my buddy, his dad was CHP. He was like the head of CHP, and he's like, when you get pulled over, immediately take your wrist and put them on top of the steering wheel, right? Because the officer feels safe because you could have a gun, your hands can be anywhere. Don't be like fidget around everywhere and wait for him to walk up to the window. So he feels much safer, right? But then so they appreciate that. This is before I go into my next maneuver, which has been getting me out of the stuff. Doing that alone has gotten me out of it. A speeding ticket going over 20 miles over the speed limit.
Okay.
They said, "Oh, I appreciate that. Go ahead, have a nice day." Right. So the second thing I do is I say, they always go, "What are you doing?" I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to work right now." Don't say I'm in a rush to go to work. Just say, "Oh, I'm going to work right now." And they go, "Oh, where's that at?" I go, "Oh, I'm a radio DJ." And they go, "Really?" And I go, "What station?" And then I say the radio station that I'm at. And if they're not excited with that one, I just start listing off every single one that I ever worked for.
So why do they think that's so cool? Radios. Not every CHP officer is going to be
It's
like.
worked for
psyched.
me every
I
single
should
time.
have said I had a show called Sex with Emily, and then I should have popped in my trunk and been like, "Take this home to your wife."
Yes.
Tell her I'm sorry I didn't kill you.
Don't give them over too much. Don't be too apologetic. Don't give them so much information. Just be like, "Yeah, I'm a radio DJ. I work for the station, blah, blah."
I should have given him a copy of
Yeah.
Hot Sex. It was in my trunk. I would have been
Here,
like,
now you have 200 days.
tell your wife that I'm sorry I almost killed you, and here, go have great sex
Yeah.
for 200 days.
And I haven't gotten a ticket for years.
So I tell him I'm a radio host.
Yeah, you just go, you get pulled over.
What if he's like a Mormon or something, and I tell him I have a sex talk show?
I
you're getting
I
the
wouldn't
ticket
say
anyway, so
I
it
wouldn't
doesn't
say
matter.
sex talk show. Just say you're a radio DJ, and then if you ask more, then you tell them.
You think that that's like being like a celeb or something? I guess it is.
It's worked for me every time.
Every time you get pulled over. Well,
Every
I have
time.
gotten 2 tickets in 2 weeks, and I wish you would have told me this 2 weeks ago because
Well,
I
you didn't even
know
tell me about
friggin-
the first ticket.
I know I blocked it. I'm not happy about it. Like, I can't believe I got another one. I was literally like a baby this morning on the way to work, crying. Like, please don't
Yeah.
give me a ticket. I just can't handle a ticket right now.
Well, I know not everybody out there is a radio DJ, so just go ahead and try.
You can't all be a radio DJ,
Yeah.
so don't try this at home.
So try the wrist thing. Once you get pulled over,
Put your
automatically
wrists up like you're about to get
turn-
arrested?
Yeah, but put your hands, like spread out your fingers and put your wrists on top of the steering wheel and just go like that.
Okay.
Because their number one fear is they're pulling over somebody that's about to shoot them.
Oh,
So when you do that, they see your hands and then they feel more comfortable.
like me and my little mini with my dog. I'm going to shoot him. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Look, chicks are crazy. They'll
Chicks are
shoot
crazy.
you.
Crazy
They'll
bitches.
shoot you.
You
Doesn't
can shoot 'em.
matter.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I just had to share that with you. And there was one other thing I was going to share with you today, but I can't remember what it was, but it was really important. But I'll tell you about it on Monday. Okay, should we read this Freaky Friday email?
Let's read it.
Okay, kinky sex. My husband and I have been married for a year, but been together almost 4 years. We have never really had much of a sex life. I've come from a few highly sexual relationships before him. He very rarely initiates sex. I also feel like he is embarrassed in a way. I feel like asking him to do anything kinky is totally out of the question because he will think it's stupid or won't be able to do it with a straight face. When we do have sex, it's just not enthusiastic. It's always the same. I guess my question for you is, how do I get my husband on the same page as me sexually? How do I get him to understand how important sex is? How do we make it fun and not embarrassing for him, but still a little wild and crazy for me? Signed, Sarah. That's a great email leading into our Freaky Friday, or closing out our Freaky Friday. What do you think, Jamie? So she's embarrassed. She wants to try more things. She wants to spice it up. And she's assuming that he's going to freak out, that he's going to not be open to it. But maybe he will be. You never know. But you need to start start with something small. It doesn't have to be, don't have to go into all the wild and kinky stuff first, but what would you suggest?
I mean, I think, first of all, what I heard was she's putting all of her own stuff on him.
On him, exactly.
Like, I feel like he'd be this way. I don't think he'd be into it. But have you asked? That's the first thing. Like,
right.
Have you actually talked about what you would like? And I think that's huge. I mean, this is what I'm talking about in this book, The Passionate Marriage. Like, David Schnarch talks about differentiation, how you have to believe and hold on to what you want, hold on to yourself in order to make a relationship work.
Right.
And so I think that if you own that these are the things you want and that they turn you on, and you're saying too, he doesn't initiate. Well, maybe right now you need to initiate,
Exactly.
Sarah.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. And if you want the sex you want, go for it. Get it. I think she's placing way too much of her opinion on, or her, like,
she's worried about what he's thinking. She's totally assuming and that he's going to have all these reactions, which might not actually happen. You could be totally wrong. They've been together 4 years. They've only married a year. I say this is a great time to do it. And start talking about it. Bring it up. Talk about fantasies. Does he have any fantasies? Do you have any fantasies that you've been wanting to try? Is there anything new that you could? I mean, I think you're going to have to initiate it. He's not. You're like complaining that he's not initiating. You've got to bring it.
And you can go to a website like Adam Eve or whatever,
Buy a sex story.
and shop together. Like, this really interests me, and this is why it interests me to try this. Can we order it? And just like open up a dialogue. It's very different if you come at somebody and say, I don't think you're going to like this, but what I really want is this. You have to go on and be like, oh my God, I had this amazing fantasy last night where you took me down, tied me to the bed, and just did me. And it really turned me on.
Right. And how would you do that? And look, I happen to have some bondage strips here or something. So
Sport Sheets makes a great under the bed bondage restraint set that I'm like literally like I'm so happy. I was just at a sex toy expo. You put them under the bed and they're just straps and they have hooks all the way on them so you can attach things to them. And they're not scary or threatening. They are just big straps.
They're under
with
your
hooks.
bed and you can choose to use them whenever you want. You don't got to like, where are those straps as they're already there under your bed.
I mean, I think she has to take the initiative and
I
stop
do too.
assuming that he's going
exactly.
to first
I think
and
she's just
foremost.
afraid that she's going to be rejected.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where's she from again.
John Waters
She doesn't
always
say
says,
where she's from.
"A no is always free."
Oh, okay. Have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Oh, this great wine is called Charles Shaw. Yeah,
$2 Chuck?
Yeah, she should totally bring that into the
He
relationship.
just discovered it.
Menace, really?
Yeah,
That's not such good
Cabernet's.
wine.
Oh, just because it's $2 wine, I'll put it in a different bottle and you'll think it's amazing.
That's so not true. But anyway, he's really
Well, that will spice
You
up
should
your
box
relationship.
it for me, please.
Menace's
It's a $6
solution-
party. You get 3 bottles of that, you are wasting.
Menace's solution to everything is alcohol, which I don't agree.
Look, it's a social lubricant, but I
Yeah.
also think that, especially with kinky sex, you have to be really careful because if your brain is not functioning at its highest level, you don't feel the right amounts of pain, you don't know what you're doing, and I just think that when it comes to kinkier, I think honestly when it comes to sex, I prefer not to be so drunk because I want to know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Menace, we're working on that
I
him
just
for
wanna get it over
2012.
with.
So I was going to pull some things out from our book here, Hot Sex, Over 200 Things You Can Try Tonight. You can buy it on Amazon, written by
right.
Jamie Waxman and Emily Morse.
It's been selling really well from what I understand.
I don't know anything. I talked about
Are all those
numbers.
royalty checks coming in or what?
In a few years.
Oh, we need to talk about, is it going to really be a few years?
It could be. I don't know what the deal. We have to talk about that off the air.
wow.
Offline.
I love that we're going to be friends in SF. Yeah. Okay,
Jamie
sorry.
just moved here. We're really excited.
very excited.
So we've got our BDSM page. Not only does a collar look hot as naughty as a success, not only does a collar look hot as a naughty accessory, but you can also grab a leash, hook it to the collar, and take your human playmate for a walk. Who's a good doggy? So we've got some stuff in here about. We'll show
And
you
it
the
should
picture.
be fun. Like,
Should be
when you're
fun.
saying that, I'm
showing you the
thinking,
picture.
ruff, ruff. Like, I would just do that and start laughing because, I'm actually, role play is very hard for me.
Oh, okay.
It
Me
really
too, a
is.
little bit, but I like it. But it's hard. To
I like
initiate.
it, but like once someone initiates it and really gets into it, I can go there. But if they're like, okay, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, you be the master and just you tell me what to do.
Right. No, it is very hard to do. We always talk about that. That it is.
What
a hard
kind of
thing.
dog would that person be?
I like to be like a Chihuahua or a Rottweiler.
Yeah. Well, that's they look the
An
same.
Australian herd. What are those shepherd dogs? Like,
yeah.
They herd you.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is something that I like. Make him wait.
Yes.
One of the joys of bondage is the opportunity to focus on titillating your partner. Menace does not understand teasing. So how do we explain to him that it could actually...
I'm just like, bitch, suck my dick already.
Right.
I do not need to be teased.
If you're like that and it's like waiting longer and longer,
It
you're
feels-
like, oh my God, now bitch, suck my now.
Yeah.
Because you want it
that
so
would be
bad.
cool for 15 seconds. And then I'm like, just get it on. This
just wanna
stupid teasing
hire
thing.
someone
But if you want to
for
get
menace.
if you want to get teased, that's fine. I'll tease you all goddamn day long. It's just not
Will
my
you
thing.
really? Like, I love the teasing.
Yeah.
And I don't think that guys tease enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'll tease all day long, Menace.
No, Menace will tease
all day
for like
long.
all 3 minutes long.
All day long, I'll tease you.
As long as the day is 3 minutes.
I'll wave $100 bill in front of you and tease you all day and
Yeah,
say,
because
"Oh,
all women are money whores, exactly. But make him waive the teasing. I think
I'm
that a
so
lot
not
of
a
guys.
money
Have
whore.
you ever teased? Have you teased guys before?
Oh my God, I love teasing.
Right. So how do you tease? Give me an example of one of your teasing mechanisms. How you tease a man.
Even just like
partner.
like talking, like last night I saw the guy I've been dating and we kissed in the parking lot and we went home separately.
Okay.
And then I got home and I was like, oh my God, you should have totally slipped your hand down my pants while we were in the parking lot. I can't stop thinking about it. And it started this conversation like, this is what I would do. And it was a text. We started teasing each other on text.
Right.
And that's really hot to me.
Really hot. And then did he come over eventually, or no? You just ended there.
I can't get him to do that part yet.
No, you just.
He's a
teased him.
workaholic. So no, he didn't. But I
teasing can be the
masturbated,
text.
so I got
You
off.
got off on the text. See, Menace, you love texting. You could do a texting tease.
yeah, I can do that all day."
Yeah,
Also.
exactly.
That's a good way to tease. So then when you get to your partner at night, you've done all of that for hours, and then you can get
No,
to
they're gonna still want more. They're still. Come on, true or not true?
Depends.
True or not true? What? That men are going to want more.
Even though we text you all day long, getting you all horned up, as they say, you're still gonna want to like
do more before you go to Pound Town.
yeah, like make out and stuff.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna make out. Why don't you go down on us? And we are gonna want a lot more before Pound Town. We're gonna need you to stop in. I'm trying to think of something funny that the town before Pound Town.
Humpville.
Foreplayville.
Humpville, yeah.
Humpville. I don't know.
Oh my
Heavy
God! We'll have to
Pettingville.
We'll have to have a conversation at some point about really good cunnilingus too, because I have to say that like a guy who knows how to use this. I finally have met a tongue that's like a robot tongue. It's like the best thing in the
Okay,
world.
talk to me about it.
Oh my God! This is so TMI.
Did he just know, or did you have to?
There was a little of both, but mostly he just knows.
Okay, so tell me about this master.
I don't understand. I had 2 orgasms from oral sex in 1 hour, and that's never happened to me.
He went
before.
down on you for an hour. Let's just.
Well, he went down on me. I came, and then we did other things, and then he went down on me again, and I came, and then we did other things.
Oh my God! So what did he do? Because
Well, I
I
was
can't
trying
tell
to
you. I have
ask
a
him
lot of
this.
male. Talk to me.
It's a
Talk
lot
to
of.
Menace.
I think you have to honestly like exercise your tongue. Like I think sucking on like taking like a fruit or something like a mango and cutting it in half and just sucking and trying to like to get all of the fruit away from the pit or something like that could be a good way. Strengthening the tongue so you can last for a long time, because I'm not a 2-second.
No. How long does
girl.
it take you typically to have an orgasm during oral sex?
During oral sex, depending on how good it is.
Right.
I mean, it's been from 5 minutes to like an hour.
Damn, an hour.
See that response.
That is
will
Menace.
not
Menace
make
is
me
like, that's
want
his
it.
biggest nightmare.
Joking, kids.
No. So he does. So what? So is it like, does he flick? Does he?
flicks. He also goes really slow for parts of it. And also, it's not focused on the clit. It's around the clit
Right,
for
which
me.
is a big tip for lots of men to go around the clit.
Plus, you have to remember there's a difference. Like I call it, I'm very proud of this phrase I made up, cameralingus. So when you're watching a video and you see cunnilingus, it's called cameralingus because you're seeing tongue. You got to be in there too. And I think a lot of guys think like being away and just like the little flicks can work. But no, get in that pussy.
Right. We were like saying it's like eating a peach. Like you get the juice all over your face. You got to do
And
it.
practice eating a peach.
Practice eating a peach. That'll be like eating a pussy. We're just saying all the words. We try to be keep it
Classy ladies here on Friday, everybody.
Sorry, that's one of my favorite words.
Pussy?
What would your classy word be?
My classy word?
Vagina?
Vagina? No, I don't say. No, I just
What's
say
a classy word
a classy word
for pussy?
For pussy? No, I say vagina, and she hates it. when
No,
say
I don't hate vagina. I just don't
Oh,
love the
I
word
hate when
vagina.
I call people vaginas. Like if a
he-
guy's being
he
a pussy, I
calls-
say
He goes, he's a vagina.
He's a
And I'm
vagina.
Like, that just doesn't even. Why
it's
call
the same
a vagina?
thing as calling
Not
him
the
a
same thing.
pussy. It's funnier when you
It's
say
not that
vagina.
funny. It's not that funny. I
It
didn't
is.
laugh
It's
at
hilarious.
all. Okay,
Well,
I
you
think
don't
we
get
gotta
comedy.
wrap
That's
up, which is sad. Because
so much
but
fun.
now Well, it's happy because it's Freaky Free Friday, but Jamie lives in San Francisco now, so you're going to come back a lot.
I would love to.
And if you want to check out our book, Jamie Waxman, Emily Morse, Hot Sex, and Jamie, tell us how to find you because you're amazing. And where can people find you?
Well, you can find me, gasm.org is going to be the new site, jamiewaxman.com, and on Twitter, I'm JAMYE.
Okay, JMYE. And also, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter, Sex with Emily. Same with Menace. He's White Menace on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. Oh, and I'm Instagram too. Sex with Emily. Just started my Instagram account.
I know. I'm excited.
I think I have one follower, which is White Menace.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Okay. Love you, Jamie. Love you, Menace. Happy weekend. Thanks, everyone, for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me. Feedback@sexwithemily.com.